Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to Deb Chanel's 48th World, where we do the bold and the beautiful recaps and reviews that is sponsored by CVS. Okay. All right, let's get right on into this episode that aired on Thursday, October 27th. We have RJ and Rick are talking about Ridge's plan and that he didn't agree with Ridge's decision about using mom as a pawn to gain access to grandfather's company. Oh, I tell you, the boy's a great negotiator, but he really need to go back to military school or whatever school he was in and let have, okay? Because just like he in their life, when he brings somebody home that they don't like, they're going to be trying to tear his little behind down. But it is what it is. And the star players of the day we had were RJ, of course, Rick and Maya, Brooke, Bill, Ridge, Donna, Justin, Allison, am I forgetting anybody? And Wyatt, still running around there trying to keep his dad on even keel. And I think that's about it. But anyway, we go on to that. Okay, and Zende and Nicole. Speaking of them, we go to them. And they're going over the Halloween party that they're invited to, or it may be a big festival of the Force of Creation family where they host a masquerade ball or something like that for the Halloween theme. And you could tell Nicole is not that much into it. And then they're like, oh yeah, it's a big thing. We're gonna be fly. I got the best costumes for us and this, that, and the other. And she's still looking at him like, what? You picked my costume without my permission? Oh Lord, what do you have for me to wear? So then they were like, honey, I'm gonna be Dracula, smooth suave, and you're gonna be my sidekick, Dracula's bride. And it's a sexy outfit and this, that, and that. She look at the outfit that he brought her. She looked like, what whore are you gonna put in there? Cause you sure ain't gonna put me in there. I'm gonna wear another outfit. I get my own outfit. Thank you, sir, please. He said, we gotta bring out that sexy body of yours. It's banging, this, that, and the third. I'm like, Zende, go find Sasha, because that's who you need. She would have been right up for that costume. She'd be having her makeup to on point and this, that, and that. You don't have that in Nicole. When are you gonna learn that Nicole is a wholesome, sweet, classy type of woman? She classy, not trashy or assy. Okay? Get it through your thick skull, your head, man. Then, Zende, he ain't stopping right there. He's trying to tell her, trying to, smooth over everything. Like, nah, you're going to be sexy. I want everybody to see what I see. No, you shouldn't want everybody to see what you see. That should be behind closed doors. And that's pretty much what she was trying to say. What kind of, you don't need to be with her. She don't need to be with you. Ooh, I tell you, I just don't know. Anyway, Nicole just put it, well, really just shut him down and say, look, in a nice way, I was like, go ahead, Nicole. Because she told that joker, I am not trashy. I am classy. So fall back. Let me do me. Okay. And she was pretty much saying she don't mind getting a freak on and being sexy and this, that, and third when they behind closed doors. But when she in front of everybody, her comfortable zone is look presentable. Look and uphold yourself in a classy and professional way. When you behind closed doors, you can be a freak in the bed, a lady in the streets, and a freak in the bed. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. She needs somebody else totally separate from this. And I know they were trying to give us a lighter of a tone today, but trying to put different scenarios in there. But we could have just kept it straight on Bill's wedding and all that hype, because the scene with her and Nicole and Zende and Maya and Nicole, they could have kept all of that out. They could have 86 that idea at the door. Bad move, writers. But anyway, going back to where I was, Brooke. Brooke is upstairs talking to Ridge about calling off the wedding. Or I should say, Ridge is trying to do that. But she's still listening to him, which is a serious joke within itself. Okay. While Donna is downstairs trying to keep everything on the even keel, trying to make nobody notice that it has been a later time. Brooke don't spend too much time upstairs. It's almost like she's stalling. Instead of being on cue, coming on, they should have been married by now and on their honeymoon. So, Bill is getting kind of antsy. Uh, but she's trying to hide the fact that Brooke is upstairs talking to Ridge while she's playing, I guess, in between go person, to keep Bill waiting while she can have a little more time to explain to Rich why she feels she's not gonna go back on her word. And Rich trying to talk to her like, forget your word. Your word don't mean nothing. You're gonna do what I say do. As she always does, because that's what she do. She allows men to tell her what to do. But it is what it is. Like I said, we go to commercial, we come back. We have Nicole showing off her classy, sexy self. And Zende seems like he's appreciating it. You know, she's in his chair with her heels up on his desk. And it does look like a professional, sexy scene. I was out here for. I'm like, girl, you know your worth. Okay? Mm-hmm. Then we go to Zende. Zende brings up Maya and Rick and the proposal about um them having a they wanting Nicole to have a baby for them again. He said, we can't be doing all this. No, 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 because we got to travel. I want you to see the world. I want to teach you about the world. I want us to go to exotic countries and learn their culture and this, that, and that. He said, now you ain't got time to be having no more babies, this, that, and third. But Zende, okay, you making a fool out yourself because you want to do all these things, but you won't marry this girl whom you say you love and you want to have children with and this, that, and that. Why haven't you proposed to her? Why haven't you given her the life that she wants? She don't want to be your right hand person without a ring on it. Boo, you got to put a ring on it, or she gonna be bouncing sooner rather than later from you. Okay, and then we go to he's still trying to, saying he needs some action now, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? They always seem like they do it everywhere anyway. So he's trying to lock the door so he can get his groove on, get some booty from Nicole. And Maya calls pretty much. And she's like, oh, did you forget you had an appointment with me? And she's like, oh, yeah, I really forgot. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm on my way. So Zende's getting kind of frustrated because he's lusting after her pretty much. And I'm like, Zende, you need to go back to South Africa, Asia, Japan, Timbuktu, wherever you came from, because you are just totally lustful, too lustful. And that's not what Nicole is all about. Okay? So, anyway, then they tried to get Nicole from leaving the little office place, at least until he can get his groove on, then she can be dismissed. But she's like, honey, you just going about your, put that wiener back in your pocket, because we ain't finna do nothing right now. I'm finna go visit my sister. I'm finna go check her and tell her, no, we cannot have no baby. But, Nicole scared me because she look like she might say yeah on the spur of the moment. You know what I'm saying? And with Nicole, her word is her bond. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. She scared me right now trying to have another baby, give up her freedom, and she done gave two babies out to Maya, and she didn't even have her first. I mean, how is that gonna work? Okay. Ooh, she's already a mother within the sense of her birthing a child, even though it was for her sister. But I mean, that's just too much. You're gonna have more feelings than you want to have for them, and then you're gonna have no rights to yourself because you signed off on giving your babies away. So Nicole, you need to really think the situation through. But anyway, she tells him she's exiting out stage left and she is going to be a nurse for the Halloween gala that they're going to be going to. So he could just burn that Dracula's bride motif of her apparel costume that he wants her to wear because it ain't coming off like that. And she leaves. I like, girl, bounce and do your thing. Okay, oh, I should say she did her thing and bounce. All right, put that joke in check. But anyway, we have Donna still trying to convince Bill to calm down. Don't rush upstairs trying to get to Brooke, this, that, and third. Rick and RJ are still discussing things about Brooke and Bill and Ridge and the whole fiasco with that whole thing. Then we have Brooke is really buying into Ridge's plea of not marrying Bill and coming with him and being having a life, you know, with them together. And Ridge tells Brooke to send Bill and the Reverend back from wherever they came from. I like that's just joker. He always gotta have they always gotta have a little line for him when it comes to Ridge talking about Bill, just like Bill called him the dressmaker. Okay. But anyway, that was just funny. I appreciated that little side joke they put in there, and it made me laugh. So if that was the writer's intentions to make somebody laugh by bringing in that light humor or banter, I was here for it. I caught it. Thank you, writers. Anyway, we move on from that situation. We have Brooke is She's just really crazy as hell. She's really has lost all her marbles. She's entertaining the idea of what Ridge is talking about, calling off her wedding, not even thinking about. He just put this on the spot, and he did this mess before in the past, and we see how that ended up. Okay, I think she would be a total asshole, a total fool, if she gives up her dream to be with Bill Spencer finally to go with Rusty Dusty old Reeds again. That's Rusty's name. That's what his name gonna be, Rusty Dusty. Rusty Dusty Ridge, because I'm just so tired of him. Oh, I wish he'd take his Rusty Dusty behind back to Paris. Okay. Anyway, I'm just tired of him totally because had plenty of times to address his feelings for Brooke before, it even gotten this far with them making plans and the wedding day is here and then he want to come and whisk her away like he tried to do in Dubai and steer him away from Bill again. That's been played out. I don't know why the writers brought it back up like this. I mean, we need to just come quick, fast, and hurry and drop this scene like a bad habit. Anyway, we're moving to Nicole. Nicole's over at Brooke's house visiting Maya and telling her she pretty much want to know what's up. What's up with the proposal we asked you to come back, have another baby for us. Have you thought about it? And Nicole like, oh yeah, I thought about it, but she's stalling, in other words, instead of just telling her just like she breathing. Oh yes, I thought about it. I took some time to really evaluate all the situations and scenarios this could play out to be for me. And I decided not to. I have my life. I need to do things for myself. And the next time I get pregnant, it needs to be my baby. You know what I'm saying? That's why I would have broken up. I'm like, can I have some more cookies? That's what I would have said, y'all, with my tea. Okay, but anyway, we have Donna's trying to stop Bill from finding out Ridge is upstairs. He really confronts Donna, trying to give her the benefit of the doubt to tell him what's going on. Donna says no. It's not little RJ that's up there having trouble. And I'm like, she threw Bill a hint. So Bill kind of like, okay. So she walks off from Bill, and then Bill just do a double take at his Mark henchman or henchwoman, Allison, to go check upstairs, see what's going on. He ain't had to do nothing but look at her and nod, and there she go. Like a little, I don't know. All I can say is she ever wanted to get off the stories or get out playing his executive secretary, he should pay her millions, okay? Because she don't did her job. She's a do girl, okay? Anyway, she runs upstairs behind Donna's back to see what's really going on. Of course, that's how she do a sneak and peek. Sneak and peek. That's what I'm start calling her. She ain't Allison no more. She's Miss Sneak and Peek. And then Bill just gonna be known as Ridge is gonna be known as Dusty Busty. Dusty Rusty Busty. Okay, that's what I'm going with him. Well, anyway, she gets upstairs. She listens to the door. She hear Brooke and Ridge talking over the plans of her running out of the house with him and starting their future together and this asinine stuff. And then Brooke goes to tell him, you can't just come up here and pick up and choose where you want to leave off from where we left off and all this. And third, and Brooke tells Ridge, I'm going to marry Bill. You're going to get the shares. You're gonna go on with your company, and everybody's gonna be happy. Everybody get what they want. Da 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 da. But again, Ridge is not being honest. He still want them shares, but he like, okay, I don't want Bill to have So it's all like this trophy wife thing going on. That's how I feel about it. But I'm like, give Bill a chance. Go on and do that thing, work it out, and see. But you want to run back to Ridge again, run back to Ridge. I'm like, oh, I'm sick of it. It's too much. It's really just too much. Okay. Then we go to commercial. We come back. We have Maya is asking the question, the $100 million question. Will you or won't you help give us another baby? Nicole looks confused and perplexed. But she said she told her man Zende she could handle it. I'm like, okay. Anyway, Allison comes back downstairs and tell Bill, hey, it's a man's voice. It's all thing I can tell you. And then Bill like, okay, the only man I know, okay, it ain't Katie. 'Cause Katie ain't what Katie be doing here? And then she's like, okay, no, then RJ up there, what you talking about? Nah, it's a man voice though. And then he like, oh hell. So he just take off like he got to go get in a car and go 90 miles per hour to go save somebody. But of course, I don't know where he got to go. Maybe he had to go up the steps and run down flights of steps or up flights of steps or take an elevator somewhere to get to Brooke. Okay, it's just a long bank. Technically, he should have been up there within 5 seconds. But anyway, just is what it is. And uh, what's his name? Ridge and um Brooke just sitting on the bed having a conversation and pouring out their hearts to one another and this and the third. And before Brooke could get any more out her mouth, because I don't think she's doing is really still listening to Rich give his spiel of how much he love her. And he just pouring it on thick, y'all. I love you. I always love you. All that kind of old crazy speech. And then when he gets to that last, I love you, and let's go on and, be to ourselves uh, and drop that zero bill, he walks in the room and I was like, oh Lord, here go the devil himself. He's sitting there looking all sexy, all evil, all controlling, whatever. He had like he want to do some do work on both of their behinds. Brooke, especially for making him wait down there and even entertaining anything the nut, dusty, busty, rusty is trying to tell her, the dressmaker. Then he just looked like he just want to tear totally into Ridge and rip him from ear to ear to limb to limb. Just take the whole thing off, meaning his head, and just roll it down the, driveway or something. I mean, he is just too fit to be tied. He's just frustrated. He like, why can't I get rid of you? Why don't you just go on and die somewhere? Meaning he's talking about the dressmaker, Rusty, Dusty, Busty, Ridge. Okay. Oh, I tell you, it was. It gave me my entertainment life today, y'all. I'm telling you. I hope tomorrow they're gonna finish up this episode. They get to fight or something, throw somebody out the window. I don't care what have you. Just let it be done with. I'm tired of this storyline. But y'all, that was my take on Voted and the Beautiful that aired for Thursday, October 27th. Peace and blessings. And remember to hit that, smash that like button, share my videos, and continue to subscribe if you haven't to my channel at this time. Thank you. Bye.